Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have the incredible Dr. Paul, Blue Ribbon Kids. This is a one-off special. We've already looked at the Incredible Dr. Paul series, and he's a veterinarian. He comes from the Netherlands. I think he works in the Midwest, and he has a veterinary office, and they turned a TV series into that, and to see him and all of his crew, his doctors and assistants and everybody else working together to help save the lives and improve the lives of animals throughout their region. And he's a little bit of a celebrity, obviously, in that area. But here, this one focuses not just on him going out to farms or local houses or people coming into his office. It focuses on kids who have a special connection with the animals, whether it's a domestic type of animal like a dog or a cat, or if it's a farm animal. There's a number of kids here who are in like the 4-H, who are raising their animals to show and to sell and to all these other things, and he is part of the story. And sometimes they might have injuries just before the big day where they're showing things off. There's a number of different types of stories, dealing with kids as little as 3 who have a little kitty cat who has a bait hook from a fishing pole caught in his leg, and she's 3. She's adorable, and she has no idea what's going on, but she just knows that her kitty's hurt, and Dr. Paul is there to hopefully get that out and make everything all right. There's other stories where a teenage girl owns a pig, and his name's Smoke, I think, and the pig she's raised that thing from a little piglet, and he got into a bit of a mess with a dog, and he is torn up, and she is beside herself. She's all torn up herself emotionally, fearing the worst, and Dr. Paul has to step in, his crew, and they work together to save this pig's life and clean up his wounds and stitch him up and do all these things. So this is an episode, yes, this is while it is somewhat bloody, somewhat graphic, meat wise, when it comes to these things, it's still kid friendly, because again, these are kids. It's focusing on kids, and it's stuff that really you shouldn't have to fear that they understand or be aware of. A lot of these kids see their beloved animals just covered in blood, and that's not just from, say, an injury. That's from surgery or whatever, or like makeshift surgery that has to be taken care of right there on the farm, with the cameras rolling. Oh, hey, you know what? Today is a day my horse is neutered. Well, because he doesn't. Well, okay. This one boy, he didn't want his horse to have babies. Really, the boy horse was never going to have babies. He doesn't know that. He's very young. He just knows. He doesn't realize that the horse would have made the babies with another horse, and so he's today. In this episode, he gets to stand there and watch as his horse's testicles get chopped off, and we get to see it too. So, yeah, that's a little upsetting. By the way, if you're gonna watch anything on Disney Plus, if you want to see I think I can safely say there's nothing else on Disney Plus that will show you the biggest set of balls in history on a dog. Well, maybe not in history, but out of anything on Disney Plus. You're not going to watch any princess movie, nothing from Pixar. Marvel's not doing it. Star Wars sure ain't doing it. Showing the biggest sack of balls you've ever seen on a dog, probably. Biggest I've ever seen. And I don't go looking for dog balls, but I've said balls a lot now. That's how prominent these balls are. And you get to see the kid go, I was really, I was really hoping that they wouldn't have to do it, but, they got him cut off and he feels better now because they were infected. He was supposed to be neutered, and it went wrong, and they brought in Dr. Paul to set it right, and his crew went in there and eliminated that massive growth. So, yeah, if you don't mind seeing enormous dog balls, here you go. This is the show for you. It's it's astounding. Uh, but yeah, there's a lot of dogs in distress, some kids in distress, and some kids who are like, you know what? I raised this goat from a little one, and now they're all grown up, and he's showing them to sell at the fair, and Dr. Paul steps in and bids on the goat just to give it back to the kid. So it's kind of cool because the kid was, you could see he was visibly heartbroken about having to let go of this little buddy of his that he's had for so long. So yeah, it's a heartwarming. The kids are adorable. The little ones just so freaking adorable. It's astounding to watch and just see them how they interact with their animals, and it's just sweetness abounding everywhere. So this episode, it's only it's a regular hour of television with it if it had commercials, but it's 42 minutes long. It's from 2016, so yeah. It's a good one-off. It might be a good introduction if you don't want to say get caught up in the whole series. Check this out. There's a few other Dr. Paul specials. You get to see his history. There's one about his history, and there's a Christmas one, I think. So yeah, which I'm sure we'll get to eventually. I thought there was a lot more, but it turned out it was just like 3 specials in a series. So, and if you want to see what I thought about the series, well, you can go hunt that one down. Search for it, Dr. Paul, on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. So, well, let's pick tomorrow's episode while we're here. Okay.
593.
All right, 593. Oh, well, if you didn't have to scroll far. Oh, all right. This is one of those movies where I think I've seen it before, and it's an unappreciated classic by many, but I'm not completely sure I've seen the whole thing, but I've been waiting for this to happen. I've been waiting for this to get selected, and I'm so happy. I might be watching this for the first time. I don't know. I might have to check it off as that. We're going to be watching The Rocketeer. So yeah, The Rocketeer. It's directed by the same guy who did Captain America: The First Avenger. Is it Joe Johnson? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, The Rocketeer, the movie, the original motion picture on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow.